Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is A&IDatskoStudio, I am a graphic designer and illustrator, and recently began working with a programmer on the development of games. By the way, we have released a new game, Shaky Tower, which I am pleased to introduce to you, namely to talk about the graphic part and the process of its creation. The original idea of the game was to build unstable buildings, as well as competition between players in the height of the buildings. All graphic development began with sketches on paper and gradually transferring to the vector. But in order to select the necessary colors and level of detail of the game, it was decided to draw a few characteristic objects that you see now on the screen. These elements had to be partially repeated on the hills in order to create the effect of several cities on the map that connected with road. However, after that we completely changed all the concept, since these buildings took too much attention and overloaded the composition. After all, first of all, we wanted to create a casual game in which you can relax, so we started all over again. The first thing that I did was turn on the music and start visualizing, transferring my thoughts to paper. I clearly imagined what this game would be, and this time we decided on the color palette quickly enough. The task was to create a nice looking background that wouldn't take all the attention when focusing is on the foreground. Therefore, the favorites were natural pastel colors. In addition, to create a volumetric space in a 2D game, we used the parallax effect, thus enhancing the sense of presence. There also were some mistakes that I would like to tell you about the problematic issues that we encountered. It's important to remember that game elements aren't the same thing as a full-fledged illustration. And this is one of the rules that must be remembered during creation of games. Because while all is done, the programmer continues working on everything. And you're obliged to give him normal prepared files, so don't complicate the working process. Everything is thought out to the smallest detail in a few steps forward. How layers will be superimposed, when the layers merge, if transition textures and so on will be visible. There was a time when I was so addicted to the process that I forgot about it. I went into detail where it was completely unnecessary and didn't play an important role, but simply made visual noise. Through this, colors were suffered, as a result the same were with the layers, which should be visually separated. And in the end the game turned into an illustration. Especially it was well observed when we were putting elements to Unity. During the creation of the parallax effect, the layers were laid out on different planes in perspective, which led to the destruction the integrity of composition of the picture. Of course, solving these issues cost me a lot of energy, time and nerves. And since all this was done in the evenings after work, the process was delayed. It was necessary to remove a lot of unnecessary small details, set the light correctly and also change most of the shades. But it was worth it. Over time, the game came to life, and the creation process brought me more and more pleasure. So remember, never be afraid to experiment. After all, how you can predict the result without doing nothing? At the end of the development, we added some Unity magic, several effects, animation, as well as UI in the style of minimalism. And it's done! No, it was far from the end. We were fixing bugs, making physics settings, balance and supporting buffs. Also we added achievements and organizing a leaderboard, but took a lot of time too. So if bugs will find you, write me. The finished free-to-play game you can download by the link in the description. Don't forget to subscribe, it will be interesting. Also don't forget to like this video, leave your comments and suggestions under the video and under the game. Thank you for your attention and enjoy the game. See you soon! Bye bye!